everyone, and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about board games and board gamey things. We're here to do another episode of This Coffee's Too Hot.
No, it's not hot.
Of board games
had a weird taste.
and brew. It has a weird taste?
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know.
Is it because you put cookie in it?
No. Don't tell them that. I dunked an Oreo in my coffee.
I don't think it tastes weird. Taste it again.
It tastes weird. It's different.
We're here to do another episode of Board Games and Brew, which is a weekly video series where we drink some brew. We actually both have coffee today in our beautiful The Boardroom Game Cafe mugs.
First time.
First time we both had coffee, and talk about a board gamey topic. And today's topic is pumped up Kickstarters. All you other kids with the pumped up Kickstarters better run faster than my money.
I was like, what? That was good.
Yeah, so thank you. We've each come prepared with 5 upcoming Kickstarters or current Kickstarters that are live now that we are excited for. And we're so excited that we want to tell you about them. Yeah, so I don't know that we have any crossover. This is my list. Is there anything on here that's on yours?
No.
I didn't think so. But I'm actually surprised because there's at least one on here that should probably be on your list. Now, I have a dilemma because I have 6.
Which one?
Sorry if you hear any clicking.
What is that?
Oh, I'll show you. And you're going to be real jazzed about it, okay?
I don't know what that is.
Exactly. We are going to get started. We're just going to go back and forth. These are in no particular order, just some Kickstarters that we are pretty pumped up
Can
about.
you guys lay down, please?
Dogs are doing dog stuff. Would you like to go first, or would you like me to go
I'll go
first?
first.
Okay.
The first up on my list is actually found on GameFound, and I've mentioned it before, I believe, on this channel. It is a game by Awaken Realms, and it is called ISS Vanguard. ISS Vanguard is an upcoming major board game from Awaken Realms. It will feature a 1 to 4 player cooperative gameplay that will immerse you in an amazing adventure among the stars as you lead the first human galactic exploration effort.
Whoa, this looks like a huge box game.
Big box,
bigger heart.
Bigger heart. ISS Vanguard is a 1 to 4 co-op campaign game.
In space.
In space. So if you guys know anything about me, which you should by now, I love campaign games and I love space.
Major space.
I also love
space cadet over here.
I also love the stuff Awaken Realms does. Like if I'm gonna pick a publisher that
speaks to your heart,
speaks to me, it's Awaken Realms.
Mm-hmm.
In ISS Vanguard, you are all aboard this ship, and it seems, from what I can gather, you are basically planet hopping. You know, there's scenarios that will come up that you need to make joint decisions about. You will need to prepare yourselves for landings and exploration and stuff like that. So, and I do believe this is already, I think this is the second.
It's
already been out, closed, and now it's back up.
The pledge manager is open?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've opened the pledge manager again, and I do believe it closes soon.
It's cool. The tagline is like, a major campaign game bringing an epic sci-fi saga to the table. Mm-hmm. If I could pick one sentence to figure something that would catch Jeff's attention, that would probably be it.
I initially was a little bit unsure about this, but I feel like this is a game that if I don't get it, I'm going to be upset.
That was Jeff's first one. My first one is going to be Isle of Cats, Don't Forget the Kittens, and Juno's here. So Isle of Cats, Don't Forget the Kittens, and this is an expansion to Isle of Cats, which is a game that Jeff and I do own and love, and essentially this adds in kittens and beasts. You have to go back to the island because don't forget the friggin' kittens. You collected all the cats and you left all their babies. Monster! Yeah, so you have to go back for the kittens and the beasts. So this expansion adds the extra tiles. It adds some new types of lesson cards. There's also different levels of pledge, which you can get a roll and write game. There is a roll and write game that's added into this. I have backed this one just for the expansion. It's quite expensive. So it also gives you new boards as well, which is good. So I think new boats. It's £43 for the first expansion, which includes the new boats, the new kittens, and the beasts, and all that stuff. And I think that's really all that we need.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. We really love Isle of Cats. Can't expect them to come out with an adorable kitten expansion and for me to not get it. Yeah. The kittens are so freaking cute.
Yeah.
They're like on the little squares and they're like,
Should we mention we're not going super in depth on this stuff? Like,
No. We just wanted to tell you some of the things that we're excited about and what little we know about them. We are obviously not like Kickstarter.
Yeah.
We're not a
gurus.
Kickstarter channel. Now, Zach is a Kickstarter guru, or at least he sees a Kickstarter and is immediately like, boop,
Yeah.
I'll get it. There are many YouTubers who do fantastic Kickstarter summaries. Board Game Co. is a go-to for
the
us.
one that we go to. So if
And Becca Scott and Ruel also do a monthly one, and I really like theirs. And we'll make sure to link all of the pages for these down below as well. So if it's something that sounds like you're interested in, you can definitely go check it out. That is the Isle of Cats. Don't forget the Kittens expansion, and I'm so excited.
I knew this was on your list.
So I am backing this one. You are backing ISS
Yes.
Vanguard? Okay, so just so you know, these are two pumped up Kickstarters that we're getting real pumped up about.
Yep.
Spending our money. Our hard-earned Mario coins are out the window.
So next up on my list is another one by Awaken Realms, and it is a game called Gaijin. Now, I don't know a ton about this because it hasn't been released via GameFound yet. There's just a lot. Like, we know it's coming by Awaken Realms Light. We know it's coming. It just got pushed because it was supposed initially to go to GameFound in May. I think they pushed it off to August. The only thing I know about this is that it is a cyberpunk-themed adventure game.
That's cool.
With post-apocalyptic vibes.
I'm into that.
So when I looked into this game, it gave me that Cyberpunk 2077 vibe. If you haven't heard of that, it's a PS4/PS5 game that actually did incredibly poor when it was released, even though I really enjoyed it. I don't know a ton about this game other than that it's being brought to GameFound, I think, in August, but I trust Awaken Realms enough that they'll put out a good game. I don't know if I'm going to back this or not. I don't have enough information to make that kind of judgment call. I'm just excited to see what they come out with.
The next one that I am excited for, so this is my number 2, is Arydia, The Paths We Dare Tread. The tagline of this says, dare to tread the paths of Arydia, exploring its open world in a campaign setting. So this is an open world campaign game, fantasy, and it is from Far Off Games. It is not on Kickstarter yet, but it is coming to Kickstarter. I'm not exactly sure when, but it's on their upcoming list. A Green Legacy game, Arydia, is an open-world, campaign-based, cooperative fantasy role-playing game. The game of Arydia is built on 4 design pillars: exploration, progression, combat, and role-playing.
I mean,
I can't.
Put that as my number 6.
I first heard about this on All You Can Board. Dylan was talking about it. It's an RPG game. There's dice rolling in it. It's open world, so it's a sandboxy type of game, kind of like Sleeping Gods-esque. Every location is unique, not randomized, and built piece by piece as you explore. So the game unfolds as you explore. So that it just reminds me a lot of Sleeping Gods and how you might play that. Open world, campaign game, exploration, fantasy. It's kind of hitting all of...
What does this Green Legacy game thing mean? Oh, cool.
What?
So this is what they are calling a Green Legacy game. And the concept behind that was legacy games have that one kind of playthrough, and then it's kind of like you can't play it again. That didn't fit with Far Off Games' policies, culture, whatever. So they invented this Green Legacy game concept, which means after you play through it, you can reset everything.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, this just sounds really cool. It's very like almost Dungeons and Dragony where you're like, or Gloomhaven where you're upgrading your character, you're like taking on this character. Yeah, there's this whole storytelling piece. So I feel like this is the type of campaign game that you and I need to get into. It's been a while since we played like a legacy game also. That's my number 2.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I'm into that.
Something that I think we're both going to be.
That's now my number 6. This next one.
What kind of space theme are we getting into
next? It
next?
is not a space theme.
Dungeon?
It is not.
Monsters?
All right, next up on my list is a game called Eldfall Chronicles, and this is by Free Company.
Look at that friggin' miniature. Whoa, that's huge.
Eldfall Chronicles is a fantasy and RPG-inspired tabletop skirmish game with unique and collectible miniatures that immerses the players in a world where battle is commonplace. You will face both conflict and ancient terror, against which you must depend on your own skill and cunning to prevail. Players can enjoy 2 styles of play, either pitting their skill and tactics against each other, or teaming up against the game itself. Gather your champions, clash with your opponents, tame terrible beasts, and survive to tell the tale.
Ooh.
1 to 4 player plays best at 2, which I thought would be perfect for Jamie and I. I've pledged the $3 amount to access the pledge manager. I do have a bit of a concern about this game, and I need to be transparent about it in case you see it. So it was funded, and then I think they lost a bunch of backers, and now it is actually below its funding goal. It's still at like 99% funded with 3 days to go, so I'm assuming it's gonna get backed and funded. I need to dig a little bit deeper as to why
so many people dropped off.
What happened. I love RPG based games. This is another one. The miniatures look beautiful. Surface level, it looks really good.
My next one, which is my number 3, is Force of Pangaia.
Pangaia, not Pangea.
Not Pangaea. Well,
Pangaia.
What do we know? I don't know.
It is Pangaia.
The cover reminds me of Fern Gully. Remember that movie?
Nope, never heard of it.
Probably has nothing to do with Fern Gully. So it says, expand your forest and perform magical rituals to honor the All-Mother Gaia. You are a young spirit of the forest, sent out by Gaia to bring the first life to the world. While you are growing your trees across the vast and barren lands of Pangaia, you must complete a series of rituals to honor Mother Nature. Those rituals unleash Gaia's energy of life and are the beginning of the endless cycle of growth and decay. Will you keep the forest calm and isolated, or mingle with others to reap the benefits gained from diversity? I was first interested by this project because it looks like it is a tile placement game, although that's not listed in the mechanisms, but there are tiles, and there are these adorable little wooden trees that I'm really into. First of all, it reminds me a little bit of photosynthesis, just kind of like visually.
One of the mechanics is area control, and I don't think Jamie and I have a ton of experience in area control games, so that could be interesting.
Yep.
I would like to get into more of those.
It doesn't have the weight listed on BGG, so I don't know whether or not this will be a heavier light game, but I'm assuming it's going to be light to medium. I'm drawn to games, I've said this before, because of the visual aspects of them, and I think that this looks, I don't know, I think it just looks really
The
cool.
foresty theme looks pretty cool.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that it's like Mother Nature. So let's move into Jeff's number 4.
Four.
Four.
My number 4 is by Perfect Day Games / Wise Wizard Games, and it is called Robot Quest Arena.
It's adorable.
So we saw Our Family Plays Games play this together. We will link that down below. You should go watch it.
Definitely.
And when we saw it, it was definitely a thing that we were like, we must get that.
There are adorable robots.
They are adorable little robots. Robot Quest is a 2 to 4 player deck building board game of robot battles. Your battery cards give you the energy to move, power your weapons, and buy powerful new cards for your deck, navigate around the hazards of the arena, and blast your opponents to score points. Destroyed bots respawn each round, so you're never out of the action. Alliances are made and broken. The robot pilot with the most points at the end of the game wins.
That sounds like fun.
So I don't know if anyone remembers, like when I was a kid, there was a TV show where kids and adults would build robots, and they would be in an arena. And they would fight each other. So like some would have like a big saw on them or like an arm.
Yeah, I remember that.
I can't remember what it was called. I think it was called Robot Wars. This reminded me of that. And so I was like, man, like this is just a really cool idea. Yeah. It's a 2 to 4 player game. I'm assuming it'll play really well at 2, given that it's an arena and you're fighting one other person. But I do believe, didn't they play as 2 separate types of robots?
Yeah, so I think in a 2-player game, or at least
play
how
as
they
all of
played
them?
it, each player would play as 2 robots. 2 adorable robots.
This game just seems like, when we watch them play it, Mick and Starla, I think, have a lot in common with us and how they play games, and they seem to have a lot of fun playing it. So then we were kind of like, hey, this is something we should probably look into. 50 American is the basic tier, and then 90 American is the high-tech tier, which gives you some
extra
robot
robots.
packs.
Yes, and robot battles powered by Star Realm style deck building. So we were talking to Doolin from Table Knots, and he's really excited about this one too, because I think he really likes Star Realms, which is quite a popular game that we haven't tried, though I feel like we really should try it.
It's been recommended to us a bunch.
Yeah, so if you like Star Realms, then you may also be into this
Yeah, definitely
game.
check this out.
Okay, the next one I am like so excited for, and you probably have never heard of this. So my number 4 is called The Stuff of Legend.
Knew it. How did I know? As soon as I saw her type in stuff, I was like, I feel like that's going to be a stuffed animal.
Okay, but just wait, Jeff, because this is such a cool game. All right, Are you guys ready?
Sell me on it.
As Allied forces fight the enemy on Europe's war-torn beaches, another battle begins in a child's bedroom in Brooklyn when the nightmarish boogeyman snatches a boy and takes him to the realm of the dark. The child's playthings, led by the toy soldier known as the Colonel, band together to stage a daring rescue. On their perilous mission, they will confront the boy's bitter and forgotten toys, as well as betrayal in their own ranks. In the Stuff of Legend, each player takes on the role of one of the boy's loyal toys, each with their own unique abilities. Players work cooperatively, scouring the dark in search of the boy before the boogeyman can escape with him. Players beware. Through the course of the game, your allegiance may change, and at any point, one of your fellow players could be secretly working against you for the wicked boogeyman.
Sweet. That does sound really good.
I am so excited for this game.
That sounds really cool. It's like Toy Story.
I know!
But like evil. Look at
it's like spooky! It's a little bit spooky, but it's like all toys and stuff. The cover is real creepy, and I'm real into it. And it's based off of a graphic novel.
This looks really cool.
I'm so
Props to you on finding that bad boy. That looks really cool.
So it's not on Kickstarter yet. It's coming to Kickstarter. So it's one of the upcoming projects. And like I said, it is based on a graphic novel also called The Stuff of Legend. I haven't tried Stuffed Fables, but it is something that I'm interested in trying. But this kind of looks like a bit more of like a darker version of that. So I'm here for it.
That's neat. I'm into that.
I'm into it too.
My last one's going to be pretty quick because I'm assuming 99% of you have heard of this. So I'm not going to go too deep into it.
That's gone cold.
My final Kickstarter that I'm excited for, it is The Witcher Old World by Go On Board and CD Projekt Red. So this is an IP-based game on the Witcher series, which was originally a book series and then adapted to video games. This is definitely playing on the nostalgia factor for me. Witcher 3 in particular is probably in my top 3 video games of all time. We
pledged it at $1.
We pledged it at $1 so that we could access the pledge manager later on.
I believe Zach is backing this.
Zach is backing this, and I believe Zach is backing this at the all-in level. It's like $200 or $300, but we're probably going to get our own copy of this as well. I get concerned with IPs and them relying on the IP and not actually putting out a good game, but from what I've seen, everyone's saying the game is actually really good. So
my number 5 game is called Book of Villainy. I believe this is live on Kickstarter right now. So the tagline says, commit silly crimes as a B-list villain and write a book about it. You're a villain, but you're not very good at it. So you're writing a book about being a villain instead. Travel around the city, hiring dastardly henchmen, building outrageous gadgets, and hatching nefarious schemes. Most importantly, record your deeds in your book. May the best or worst villain win.
Did you guys know Jamie's sucked in by cute?
And I like superheroes too. So it's very comic booky. Yeah, look at this guy. Look at this weirdo. Look at the grandma. The art is amazing. This is currently on Kickstarter. I like the idea that you're creating a story as a reader. I really enjoy that. And I also enjoy superheroes, and it looks super cute. And it's nice to be able to have some options on Kickstarter that are in that $30 range instead of everything being like $90 if you want all this stuff, or $100, like whatever. It's expensive. It's expensive to play front up, and then you pay front up, and then you don't actually get to play the game for like a year or two. So something like this, I wouldn't mind so much. I'm like, okay, it's $30, and then when it does arrive, I'd be like, oh, sweet, I totally forgot about this, and it looks super fun and cute, and I'm into it. Now, I did also have a 6th game because I'm not good at keeping lists to how they should be, and that is Pilfering Pandas. One second.
Oh, you're funny.
This is currently on Kickstarter right now, and this is just another one that is just adorable. I personally love pandas. Pandas are working together or competing to escape from the zoo. Okay, the theme, I'm sold. And this is from Wyron Games.
Ren.
Oh, I thought there was an I there. God, I need new glasses. Ren Games. A busy group of pandas planning your escape from the zoo, but you'll need supplies. You have been rummaging and pilfering unwanted food from all the other animals, but now the zookeeper is on to you. You must quickly trade all the goods you have collected so you can get the supplies you need to make your escape before you get caught. But be careful, certain actions will raise the zookeeper's suspicion more than others. Pilfering Pandas is a reinvention of the classic card game, Rummy, but we've made a huge number of changes, not least creating a cooperative and solo mode. Anyways, so Pilfering Pandas essentially is a remake of the classic card game Rummy. I don't know if you've ever played Rummy.
I've not played Rummy, I've played Romy though.
What? Is that a joke?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, please tell me that's not how you pronounce it.
Rummy.
So I feel like everybody's played Rummy at some point in their life, or Rummy.
I haven't.
You really?
Never.
Oh, okay. So it's like something old people play. So that's Pilfering Pandas. It has a super cute design, adorable pandas. Right on the Kickstarter page, it says Pilfering Pandas, a weirdly addictive reinvention of Rummy.
There you go.
Look at the artwork. I'm obsessed. Okay. You can pledge for £17 to get one physical copy of the game. And there's also enamel pins, which I think would be worth it.
What?
Or $35 for the deluxe edition. I think I might get this game.
It's just pins.
Look how cute! Yeah, I think I might need this game. Look at those pins. You want those. I want them. So that's Pilfering Pandas, just a special mention, just a simple card game that is adorable, that has pandas, and that's a red panda, and that's a frog. So those are some upcoming Kickstarters that we're really excited for. Pumped up Kickstarters.
Pumped up Kickstarters.
Foster the Meeple. Let us know down below some Kickstarters that you're excited for.
Yeah.
Because maybe we don't know about them and we should know about them.
Yeah, actually, be careful because...
Tell me all the cute ones.
My wallet does not enjoy Kickstarter.
So yeah, let us know about any upcoming Kickstarters that you're excited for. We would love to know.
And why. I want to know why.
Now,
I'm very intrigued to know. I know why things draw me to their Kickstarters, but I would like to know what other people consider, like what variables other people are considering when they're on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
You know, is it cost? What is it? It's a mechanic? Is it theme? To have some more insight would be awesome.
Totally. Now, you can't get Kickstarters usually from your friendly local gaming store until they go retail. But when you're looking for other games or when these Kickstarters do go retail, a great place to find them would be your friendly local gaming store. And for us here in Halifax, it is the Boardroom Game Cafe. And they are downtown Halifax on Barrington. You can find all of their information right here. Yeah. So we thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing to us here at Foster the Meeple. And don't forget to follow us on social media. On Instagram and Twitter, we are at Foster the Meeple. We thank you for watching. We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye.
Later days.
Goodbye. Did you like all my picks?
Yeah, they were really good picks. Valley of Plenty.
I wonder what's on your list.
What are you doing?
I gotta hook up the mic. What did I do?
Your butt. Your caboose.
My butt knocked something down.
Yeah.
What did I knock down with my butt? Oh, Mary Poppins. Perfect in every way.
That just reminds me of that horror show we watched. Perfectly Splendid.
Perfectly splendid.
Is that Haunting of
Bly Manor?
Bly Manor.
There's all of my shopping.
Pilfering Pandas.
You
have it up! Cup She swimsuit.
Yeah, that's the one.
Did you pick a swimsuit yet?
No. Oh, can you not?
I blew it that way.
Yeah, but it's going in my coffee.
It isn't, Jamie.
I gotta sneeze, I think. But I'm not gonna. I'm stronger than that.
So, I just want to do a quick read.
You take your sweet time, Jeffrey. We got all day.
See that butterfly?
I did.